There we go. I was jumping around to the wrong screens and everything. Howdy, 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 everyone. Welcome in, Iwadi. Thank you for redeeming first there. Give Iwadi a quick shout out because if you are not following Iwadi, you are cringe. Please go follow me. Also streams on YouTube. I would link his YouTube right now, but he does stream on both. And there's the Quack. Welcome in. It's a good thing that I am streaming Armored Core today because I forgot to update any of the stream info. So this is all technically correct. It's just not changed at all. But that's fine. Okay. It do be like that sometimes. It really do. Sometimes it do just be that way. Alright. So, if y'all remember from last time, we are playing Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon. We are on New Game Plus. I keep forgetting to do my OS tuning because I have all the stuff for it still. All reality, I have almost everything unlocked. Okay, so that's all those unlocked. I've unlocked everything. There is nothing more for me to unlock in OS tuning. Okay. But yeah. I forget what expansion I have on here. Okay, I don't think I really want terminal armor on there. Terminal armor is like... It's an interesting one. But yeah, I hope everyone's having a good day. But yes, if you are not following Wadi either on Twitch or YouTube, please do both. He has some really cool stream ideas coming up at some point in the future. He doesn't know when some of them are coming up, but he's generally a pretty cool dude with a really cool model too. So definitely go check him out. Yeah, I don't think there's really any edits I can do to my build at the moment that I really want to do. I think we're just gonna move on. So, on our last playthrough, I ambushed the Vespers. So on this one, we get to intercept the red guns. Now this mission is a pain. I've done it before, but it is not easy. It is not an easy mission. I don't know if this build is going to cut it, but we're certainly going to try.
Raven, this request comes from our affiliate Schneider. First, I'll brief you on the state of conflict between Arquebus and Balaam at Watchpoint Alpha.
Yeah, this is
The Watchpoint's defenses inflicted heavy losses on Balaam's initial wave, with many deserting.
Yes.
More recently, they've engaged with our forces only to continue their downward spiral. Despite this, the Red Gun's commander, Gun 1 Michigan, remains alive and well.
Not for much longer.
Liger Tail being ready to lead the surviving Balaam MT force as we speak. We want you to intercept them, to hammer the final nail into Balaam's coffin. Should you decline, we have V4 lined up to take over. This concludes the briefing, awaiting your favorable reply.
Yep. It's raining where you're at. I'm doing good. Hope you're having a good day too, Saving. We're getting ready to quite possibly die here. Because I don't know how well this build is going to do here. Because it is a very lightweight build with not a lot of armor. And die? Yeah. So this mission is a pretty serious one. There's a lot of enemies. This build does not have a lot of armor, and it is designed to go fast, and I don't know if that's going to be enough to cover it. But we're certainly going to try.
Just get it done.
Yep, that's the plan, Walter.
There's nothing more for me to say.
Bro, Walter, you good? Walter sounds he sounds a little down. He sounds like he's got some shit going on. To be fair, we're about to have some shit going on too.
Attack! Get in there, you maggots!
Looks like Artemis sent some clown on a suicide mission.
The only clown around here is you, Kennebec. You're talking about the wall climber, the worm killer, the only Gun 13 who's managed to live this long. Until the Liger Tail deploys, the odds are not in your favor.
Okay, I think this is just the easy point of the mission. I would say this seems easier than I remember it being, but this is the beginning of the mission. This is the easy point in the mission.
Iguazu? Oh yeah, the deserter who pissed his pants and ran.
Albany, I forgot we still kept you around. Iguazu's worth 100 of you, which means, Albany, the Merc is worth 20 of him. You're doing nothing productive. Why don't you do the math for us?
Answer South Albany, sir!
Shut your stingle and start shooting!
Sir, yes, sir!
Here we go.
Third wave incoming, Raven.
Geronimo!
Liger Tail's gonna be good to go soon. Keep the target busy.
Now, come on, sir. You gonna ride out to steal all the credit? You got plenty of medals already, sir. You want some of the glory, too.
Fine. Whoever takes down Gun 13 gets to take home a Balaam Cobalt medal. They're good, you know. They go real far when you throw them.
Damn it.
All Liger Tail checks complete, sir. Don't push the old girl too hard, huh?
Finally! I damn near missed the show, Tony. Listen up, maggots. This field trip is now a hunting expedition. You can go home now.
There you go.
Follow me if you got a death wish.
Okay, there's
Die, sir!
the tetrapod going down.
It's gun one mission.
Okay, where's Liger Tail?
Go! Follow Michigan!
Give the Liger Tail some cover.
Okay, Michigan's behind me. I can tell by where the missiles are coming from. Where you at, Michigan?
Finish the job, 621.
Alright, dude.
Let them overwhelm you. Shake off the pressure. Those of you who went through, keep your lousy asses low. You're gonna need more training. Put that in your diaries.
Sir! I'm a useless maggot, sir!
If it isn't Osama, a resident mathematician. Go multiply your rifle training and see if you can learn to do something useful.
One repair kit remaining.
Come on, Michigan. Let's play.
Rocket one first, this alone!
NSHQ needs your help with the math, Osama.
At least we can add numbers. Left-hand ammunition at 10%.
Damn it. Yeah, they're trying to. Michigan's not gonna last much longer.
No repair kits remaining.
Yep, out of repair kits. Come on, Michigan. It's you and me. I'm out of ammo. I'm out of ammo. I'm dying here. Fuck.
Relief team to the front.
Okay.
Those worms balling for the mamas on the stretchers.
Nope. No, didn't clutch up. Didn't clutch up. Okay. Big oof. Okay, I think I need to change out the missiles. Let's swap out for missiles that can do a bit more damage. And I think I can take a little bit of extra weight and a little bit less initial damage output in favor of more ammo. Okay. So we're going to have more damaging missiles and more ammo. I might as well. Ah, shit. Hold up. Quick pause, because dogs wanted out of the room. Oh, wow. I'm also realizing now how directional my mic is. Okay.
Enemy ratings. Paratroops incoming.
Attack! Get in there, you maggots!
Looks like Artemis sent some clown on a suicide mission.
There we go.
The only clown around here is you, Kennebec. You're talking about the wall climber, the worm killer, the only Gov-13 who's managed to live this long. Until the Liger tailed the poisoning
Okay.
odds are not in your favor. You better keep the emergency eject primed.
Second wave incoming.
Here we go.
First took down Gun 5 at Wasser.
Want to? Oh, yeah, the deserter who pissed his pants and ran.
Okay.
Oh, but hey, I forgot we still kept you around. The Colossus is worth 100 of you.
There we go.
The Merc is worth 20 AM.
Okay.
Productive. Why don't you do the math for us?
Now we're looking good.
Albany, sir!
Shut your stinkhole and start shooting.
Sir, yes, sir!
Okay. I think it's just showing the Liger tail up out of the combat zone. Okay, third wave. Alright.
Liger Tail's gonna be good to go soon. Keep the target busy.
Now, come on, sir. You gonna ride out and steal all the credit? You got plenty of medals already, sir. We want some of the glory, too.
Fine. Whoever takes down Gov-13 gets to take home a Valent Cobalt medal.
Okay.
They're good, you know. They go real far when you throw them.
All right, the tail check complete, sir. Don't push the old girl too hard, huh?
Fine. I damn near missed the show, Potomac. Listen up, maggots. This field trip
Okay.
is now a hunting expedition. You can go home now, or follow me if you got a death wish.
Second try. Yes.
Hi, sir!
Second try is going much better already.
Rally incoming. It's gun 1 mission.
Okay. Where's Michigan?
Go, go, go! Follow Michigan!
Give the Liger tail some cover.
There he is.
Finish the job, 621. Don't let them overwhelm you. Shake off the pressure. Those of you who withdrew, keep your lousy asses low. You're gonna need more training. Put that in your diaries.
Sir, I'm a useless maggot, sir!
If it isn't Osawa, a resident mathematician. Go multiply your rifle training and see if you can learn to do something useful.
Let's get your backup out of the way, Michigan. Just you and me, buddy. Damn it. Okay. Okay. The minigun punishes hard on stagger.
How can one merc do this alone?
Guess HQ needs your help with the map, Osawa.
Fuck.
We can add numbers.
No repair kits remaining.
Come on. Out of repair kits, Sosi. Get down here, bitch. How the fuck was that out of range? Yeah, damn it. Okay.
Relief team to the front.
Yeah, this build ain't doing it.
The mamas on the stretchers.
This build ain't doing it. Big F. Big F indeed. This one ain't cutting it. That was saved, right? Yeah. This may be the one we have to hop back to. The extra boost distance from the reverse joint might be what makes a difference here.
Enemy readings. Paratroops incoming.
Attack! Get in there, you maggots!
Looks like Archibald sent some clown on a suicide mission. Real cute.
The only clown around here is you, Kennebec. You're talking about the wall climber, the worm killer, the only gun 13 has managed to live this long. Until the Liger tail deploys, the odds are not in your favor. You better keep the emergency eject prime.
Second wave incoming.
Yeah. First time Merc took down Gun 5 at Kwasu.
Iguazu? Oh yeah, the deserter who pissed his pants and ran.
Oh, man, I forgot we still kept you around. Boss is worth 100 of you, which means, Albany, the Merc is worth 20 to him. You're doing nothing productive.
Okay.
Do the math for us.
Alright, significantly better so far.
Shut your stinkle and start shooting.
Okay, better so far. Better so far.
Sir, yes, sir!
Okay.
Third wave incoming, Raven.
Indeed it is.
Liger tail's gonna be good to go soon. Keep the target busy.
Now, come on, sir. You gonna ride out and steal all the credit? You got plenty of medals already, sir. We want some of the glory, too.
Fine. Whoever takes down Gun 13 gets to take home a Bale of Cobalt medal. They're good, you know. They go real far when you throw them.
All right, your tail checks complete, sir. Don't push the
Okay.
too hard, huh?
The Liger Tail's about to come out here, so I have to get rid of the definitely have to get rid of the tetrapod before that.
Expedition. You can go home now or follow me if you got a death wish.
Okay.
AC Liger tail incoming.
Where's Liger Tail? Right ain't it?
Go, go! Follow Michigan!
There it is. There you are, Michigan. Get down here. I see you, bitch.
Time to finish the job, 621. Don't let them overwhelm you. Shake off the pressure. Those of you who went through, keep your lousy asses low.
Hey, Michigan.
Gonna need more training. Put that in your diaries.
Sir, I'm a useless maggot, sir!
If it isn't Osawa, a resident mathematician. Go multiply your rifle training and see if you can learn to do something useful.
Okay.
Right hand ammunition, left hand ammunition at 50%.
Come on. This is the game we're playing, Michigan. Damn it. Didn't get my distancing right. Heil Bunker does not work against him. He recovers too quickly.
How can one Merc do this alone?
Guess HQ needs your help with the map, Osawa.
At least we can add numbers.
I am almost out of ammo though. My ammo's not looking so great. Damn it. Staggered. I wasn't paying attention to what was in my hand.
AP at 50%. Left-hand ammunition at 1 repair kit remaining.
Okay.
Right-hand ammunition depleted. Left-hand ammunition depleted.
Michigan sound.
Maggots. Great. You can tell this to the stern. Mean old Michigan dial.
AC Liger Tel destroyed. Gun 1 Michigan down. That leaves the MTs to take care of.
Got it.
Don't be kidding. Not Michigan.
Must be giving it good a shot. We can still win this.
No, you can't.
Right shoulder ammunition at 30.
It's one down. I'm now going strictly melee with this last one. Just you and me, final guy.
The Balaam MT force has been destroyed.
Oh, that fine. Okay. Dealing with the MTs at the end there was worth it for running out of ammo. Just the plasma missile rack and the pile bunker. That's all I needed. Oh, 100% worth. 100% worth. Third time really was the charm there. All right.
One new message.
Didn't think I'd see the end of the Red Guns.
Well, we did, Walter.
You did your job, 621. Michigan knew the score. Balaam's withdrawn from Rubicon. The politicians will be fighting their war now.
Okay.
Where there's coral, there's blood. That's how it's always been, 621.
Raven, are we doomed to spark conflict wherever we go?
I don't think we're really sparking the conflict wherever we go. We're mercenaries. We're literally just going where the conflict is. Not really sparking anything. Yeah, this build just works too well for me to really like be concerned with any other build. I think Michigan was the only combat log on that mission. Yeah, Michigan's the only combat log there. All right, heading back to work now. All right, Savvy, thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a good day at work. Unknown territory survey. Time for some fun.
621. We're picking up where we left off.
Indeed we are.
Now that you've dealt with the laser barrier, we can explore deeper underground. We've received a request from Archibus to continue the advanced survey. There was something else, too.
Orders for Raven. Advanced survey squad.
Okay.
We've received some concerning information.
Yep.
AC has been quietly following your trail.
Once again, we're back here.
Not tolerate unauthorized surveys that will put its coral interests at risk.
We're right back here.
If you spot this rogue agent, eliminate them.
Where there's coral, there's blood. Remember that, 621.
We're right back to here.
Who could be following you?
I already know who where. And it definitely does not feel good.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Make your way down to the next depth.
Something's jamming the radar. It must be interference from the active coral. We're along.
Is that
Coral response from inside the creature. Watch out!
reading pods for the mealworms? Looks like they're out of commission now.
Raven, I'm reading something behind us, and it's getting closer.
And so it begins. First of many heartbreaking boss fights.
Go deal with a mercenary who went in alone, they said. Figures. Seems both of us are too dangerous to keep around.
Yeah,
And the higher-ups wouldn't miss an opportunity to kill two birds with one stone.
you know, they would not. They would not, Rusty.
Hate to say it, but
You and me, buddy.
still needs me. So, buddy, who needs you?
Find out.
We see steel haze incoming.
I don't want to dance to their tune this time. I don't have any other choice. I'm coming, buddy. I'll set you both up. 621, make it through this alive. That's your job now. Rusty, wait!
He's a liberation prisoner.
Rusty, that pilot's more than just a hound. You don't see the potential. Oh, I see it, Uncle. Potential and danger. We're birds of a feather. You wish it hadn't come to this. Raven. My AC can't take much more. Get out of here, Farwell. You still have work to do.
Yep. Melee punish on something like Steel Haze is hard.
And that's not the only thing that makes you a threat.
AP at 50%.
That got him. Okay. Alright, Steel Haze.
Never failed to impress. But this isn't over yet. Buddy. Find your purpose. Then we'll settle this.
Bro. Bro.
We've lost all signs of steel haze.
Down he went. You hate to see it. Absolutely hate to see it.
I'm picking up a major coral response coming from the bottom of the pit. Let's keep moving, Raven.
Well, it doesn't make me do that walk twice now. What about that?
Of course. No wonder we couldn't find it. I need to prepare before the corps move in. Head back to base and rest up.
Did I get any new parts? think dealing with, yeah, the Flatwell would be the only other combat log I can get there.
Raven,
Yes,
I
Air?
see them so clearly.
Mm,
The voices of the coral. My family.
mm.
Brothers and sisters consumed by the fires of Ibis. Only a few survived. But after all this time, they finally formed a new flock.
Okay.
It looks like Walter has sent you a message. Let's take a look, Raven.
Yes, he did. Okay, they're taking a look.
Incoming comms.
Yes.
Let me tell you a story before you go.
Uh-huh.
There once was a scientist. He abandoned his family to delve into the secrets of coral. His work yielded a carnival of horrors, augmentation surgery included. But there was another scientist. He took his colleagues' sins upon himself and set it all ablaze.
Mm.
Died with no regrets. There's a lesson in this story.
Is it?
Once
Yep.
something's alive, it doesn't die easy.
Yep.
621. Story time's over. It's time for work.
Still no new parts. Missile launcher's not great. It takes too long to have a multi-lock correction. Like, it can multi-lock, it just takes, the multi-lock correction takes too long to actually do anything. That's plasma. Oh, this one's kind of like a laser shotgun. This one I remember. I used it before. I used it for quite a while. And we're about to be going up against. I do need the ammo capacity. And this time I will need the stagger. We're about to go up against can I go with? No, I may as well stick with this build for now. If it works, right? There's no reason for me to swap from it right now.
You saw the ruins.
Yes, I did, Walter.
Institute City. The mausoleum of the sinners who caused the fires of Ibis.
Yes.
The coral's right there. Waiting.
Yes, it is.
Archibus has ordered us to discontinue the survey and hand things over to their own AC squad.
Why is he whining at my door now?
621. We're done with the corporations.
Shit.
Wipe out the
Go lay
Archibus
down.
AC squad and get to the coral first.
Nope. Knocking around my microphone.
When this job is over, I'll tell you about the last of my friend's requests.
Yep, and we're gonna go into Institute City. From here on out, never mind. Just trust your instincts. This one we don't need to worry about too much because we got all the combat logs and we got all the hidden items here. Now it's just a matter of going through this mission and then going through the escape mission, and then it's
Your voices are so close now.
then it's the different ending,
This is my home.
and then shit's really gonna get weird.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission.
Let's go, Raven.
V2 Snail, come in. Requesting backup. We have insufficient force to ensure success.
Independent mercenary. Decided to ignore Archivist's orders, did you?
V2 Snail, come in. The Raven has landed. Requesting backup.
Okay.
It's a sinking ship. Archivist's stars on the rise. And me. I'll be well rewarded when I bring them your head on a silver platter.
Perhaps you will be.
Maximum opportunity.
AP at 50%.
Misread the signs.
These roads bet against Raven.
V2 Snail, come in. Friendly AC down. Requesting backup.
This is too risky.
Commander, V2 Snail. Please, come in. This is Vaderlink. Requesting backup.
AP at 50%.
Please, Snail, come in.
Yep.
Listeners left her for dead. That wasn't pretty.
The Archivist AC squad has
That kill always makes me feel sad. The fact that
Buys more time.
she
Move out.
so willingly expects backup, like very readily expects it, because she, to Archivist, is actually a very, very valuable pilot.
It's still here.
Because while she's like not the best pilot they have,
structure in the distance.
she is very much like any task they put her on, she usually succeeds, and she tries to mitigate as much risk as possible. They basically just allowed their most risk adverse asset to be killed. All because Snail couldn't let go of his ego.
Readings are off the chart. We're close.
My brothers and sisters' voices are still connected. It's like they're calling to us.
Left-hand ammunition at 50%.
The response is getting stronger. We're nearly there, 621.
I'm pretty sure that's all the enemies here. We're resupplied.
This lake. It's all.
Here we are, 621. Archivist will be here soon. Investigate before they arrive.
Let's see if I can take out the Ibis series before.
This is not just powered by Coral. I think it's controlled by Coral too.
Listen up, 621. The Ibis series are no ordinary weapons. They're designed to prevent coral disasters. A security measure to keep the gods safe. And now their original masters are long gone.
I remember this fight being so much harder when the game first launched. Like, when the game first launched, there were so many times, like, it recovered too fast for me to get a charged pile bunker hit off. It recovered too quickly.
Enemy core
Like, it was impossible for me to land that when the game first launched. But now, not even a problem.
It's reactivating.
You know,
Is this what the Ibis series is truly capable of?
Drawing power from its environment. It won't stop until
though that is the annoying part of it. It can start damaging me before I can start damaging it.
picking up a powerful anti-resonance.
You've nearly got it, 621. You're the only one who can finish the job.
One repair kit remaining.
Damn it. Distancing was wrong. Distancing was wrong.
You're compromised.
But now it's edge.
It's gonna blow. Get out of there, 621.
See, you don't even want to be in here, dog. How do you do this? You sit outside my door, fine, like you want to get in, and then you realize I'm gonna be in here for more than like 5 minutes, and you want out.
The coral resonance. It's fading.
Can't make up his damn mind.
Machine's resolve. Inherited from its creators. Voices from the past. Fading into
Yep. Snail once again pulling his shit.
losing control.
Yeah, I could have told you that, Air.
They were once.
Could have told you that.
Target neutralized. Yes.
Or to say hi. You did for Gore. How dare you? Howdy, howdy, howdy.
We're trying to outfox Arquebus. I'll see that the unruly dog is punished and brought to heel.
Snail out here trying to act like he's the smartest motherfucker alive.
Of course. Let's not forget the Hound's master either.
Wait, I did? Yes, you did. Is this gaslight? Is it? I don't know. Maybe you're just acting crazy. Don't even know what you're talking about anymore, do you, friendly?
I found a message addressed to you.
I opened your stream.
Decoding and playing back.
Yes, you did. And unmuted all tabs. Okay.
621. A friend of mine sent a request.
And then I heard you twice. Okay, wait.
Now, this one
Did you have my stream open in 2 tabs?
You know what hidden dangers lurk within the coral.
You had 2 tabs. Or I could have. You could have.
Wiped the coral out, but it survived. Gathered, and it's been steadily
Here's the thing that I want you to realize, right?
now the
Is if you had put it in chat
exponential
in one of those in one of those tabs,
it'll spill out
you know it would show up in the other too, right?
contaminate space itself. The coral must be burned, 621. Even if that means reigniting the fire that scorched the stars.
And if you scroll up,
This isn't an order.
do you see any message you sent of you saying hi?
This duty to me.
Just scroll
Now
up.
it's my turn to hand it on. 621.
Yeah, I realize.
The fire. Let the last cinders burn.
You made that too easy, my dude. Too easy.
One last job for you. Find your freedom.
Please. No.
Raven. Now I finally understand what Walter was thinking. This AC.
You make things hard on me.
Come and prepared for it.
Make things easy for you. It just works.
Time for us to escape.
It does. It just works. In the wise words of Todd Howard,
Main
it
system
just
activating
works.
combat mode.
I've found some coordinates in the AC systems. He's showing us the way out.
Can't believe they put us on super.
Is that an AC? Where'd it come from?
That piece of scrap's alive. Is that Institute Tech?
You should avoid
I make things easy for you, so you can make things hard on me.
where the disadvantage.
Alright, listen.
Around them.
Listen here, buddy.
Left-hand weapon is equipped with jamming rounds.
Hey, you! Get back to work!
Wait, they're not with us.
ECM! Damn it! I can't lock on!
Raven, now's our chance. Here's our way back to the surface. This AC should have just enough propulsion. Is this the outskirts of Institute City?
Just barely enough.
This is V6 Pater, calling all security team members. Raven, the independent mercenary undergoing re-education, has escaped. Be alert for anyone hiding in the environs of Institute City. Tighten the net.
Raven, our base is on high alert. Use
Yep.
your scanners to evade combat situations.
Identified AC!
A little difficult here, Air. Yeah, no, they've got me. They got their lock on me. There is no hiding at this point. At this point, I'm just gonna use this fucking old ass mech and beat their asses. Watch.
One repair kit remaining.
This old ass mech that should not work is what I'm gonna use to kick their asses.
How could that AC?
The area's clear. Searchlights. We'll be in trouble if they spot us.
How could this AC do anything? You are correct.
Unidentified AC!
We're not far from our destination, Raven. Walter's message. Is it on? And what's this? I've checked. It's not a trap.
Emergency beacon intercepted. Been a while, tourist. Good to see you're still kicking. Chief's coming to pick you up. Head
Is
to
she?
rendezvous point.
I could use a little bit of backup.
Carla. She must be involved with Walter's mission.
Yeah, yes, she clearly is, Air. And also, that's Chatty Stick. You put some respect on his name. Okay. This is goddamn.
There's a rendezvous point.
Mech is so slow. It's super. This AC is super slow, super frail.
Close to nuke!
This is V6 Pater. I've received orders from V2 Snail. If the target resists, you are authorized to use lethal force. Stop Raven by all means necessary. You have your orders.
Took you long enough, Carla.
Walter, he asked me to look after you. Don't mind if I do.
Company! Another AC! I'm reading. Great D. Shelter junkyard?
It's Carlos AC. She's back in this operation.
He is indeed.
Just design weapons now. He'll see what I mean.
There's a lot of them, Chief, but they're just MTs. You should have let me handle this.
There was a lot of them.
In one piece.
Correction.
Looks like we're clear.
There's not a lot of them anymore.
Better book it before more company shows up.
Sending a chopper. We retrieved the tourist's AC too.
Once we've caught our breath, let's talk. About Walter.
Okay. Okay. And with that, this mission is complete. We're good to move on. Alright, so what is next?
Augmented human C4621.
Entering standard mode.
Incoming comms.
Right next is picking up the xylem.
Back in your old AC? You were made for each other.
Yeah, I put this thing together.
The fact that you're still alive means that Walter made the right bet. Alright. You deserve to know what we've been fighting for. I'll get you introduced with the next mission.
Okay. 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 Okay, we're getting to a point where this next mission, I'm gonna need more firepower than I'm gonna need stopping power. Okay, these are all capable. Well, this one's capable of multi-lock. Interesting. Dualies kind of makes this build is what makes this build dangerous. But yeah, I think we're good to go. I think this is a good way to start.
Let me tell you a story, tourist.
All right, Carl. What's with them been telling me
After the
stories?
fires of Ibis burnt the planet up, a
I have no
secret
habits of telling me
organization formed,
stories.
hiding in the ashes. Overseer, the Association of Observers. They monitored the coral's growth, ready to burn it before the collapse came.
Okay.
That was their mission. Our mission. Me, Walter, and our fallen friends. RAD was always a front. A side hustle. It's time for me to get back to my real work.
Right.
Let's get down to brass tacks. You've been to Xylem before,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
The
Back to
photo set
Xylem.
created by the Institute. It's hiding a secret.
Okay.
RID's entire team of hackers is going to be working to take control of Xylem. I want you to deal with Arquebus when they come running to see what we're up to.
Okay, so we're gonna have to get rid of Arquebus and then deal with it from there.
Overseer, the Association of Observers.
Yep.
They want to burn the coral.
Yes, they do, Air. Yes, they do. Exactly what they want to do. You hate to see it.
Main system activating combat mode.
Get into position, tourist. It's time. I need you to protect that tower until we've managed to take control.
Normalization process K. Deploying shield.
Chief, I've cracked some of the defense systems.
Good job, Chatty. That'll buy us some time. Looks like you're in position. Chatty, how much longer till we have control?
5
Give
minutes.
me 5 minutes, and the corpse will...
I'm picking up an Arquebus MT squad.
Well, guess who showed up early? Looks like you're up already, tourist. Give him the old RAD welcome.
I have to see this through. Raven, I'll support you.
Don't let them near the tower, tourist.
What do you think I'm trying to do, Carla?
Normalization process B1. Plasma cannons ready.
We've got access to support weaponry. Use them if you need the help.
Okay. Get some support weaponry online. And here we go.
Four minutes left, and the system is ours, tourist.
Okay. Here we go. And that's all of those gone. Okay. I don't know how you ended up there, but sure. Next in line? Who's next?
Xylem control. Escalating to mid-level privileges.
3 more minutes. Hang in there, tourist.
Now we've got snipers.
Hey, tourist, go clear them out.
Did that not kill him? Must not have. Damn it. Come on. I'm trying to do something.
Now. 2 more minutes, and it's ours.
Trying to do something about it, Air.
Wait, we've got something else.
No vital signs. They're suicide drones.
They're playing for keeps. Make sure you don't miss, tourist.
I did miss.
The shield's offline.
I have yet to figure out a way to actually deal with those things effectively.
Reinforcements. There's a lot of them.
Looks like they're falling over each other to get your autograph, tourist.
get to figure out how to actually deal with any of those.
You've been working like a dog. Must be Walter's influence. Guy's a real slave driver.
Just one more minute to go, tourist.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I got this. I got this. I can do this.
Give me 30 seconds and we'll have full admin access.
Just a little more, tourist.
Come on, chatty. Today would be nice.
Left-hand ammunition at 50%. Right-hand ammunition at 50%.
There we go. There we go.
Silo control. Escalating to top level privileges. Owner, Cinder Carla.
All right. And
Job holding out, tourist.
shit's about to get real.
Now I'll show you what this city really is.
Yep. It's the colony ship Xylem. This isn't any different from the last time we saw this scene. But you know what? I'm gonna skip it because that's not any different from the last time we saw that scene. And seeing the same thing 2 times in a row I think is boring.
Let me fill you in on the plan. While you were captured, archivists finished their work on the vascular plant. It's pulling the coral through Rubicon's atmosphere.
Yeah, we've seen that before as well. So get ready for some real shit.
No new messages.
Actually, this may be a situation for the lighter boy. See, last time we did this. Now it's time to fight Carla.
Raven, this job comes from me. Air. A Rubiconian. Overseer is planning to burn the coral to extinction. I want to keep that from happening. The only way to stop the Xylem's ascent is by seizing control of its systems. And that means we have only one choice. We'll take advantage of the confusion while the corporations and Overseer are fighting, and eliminate Carla.
Right.
I understand how you feel about betraying Walter's last wishes and taking on Carla. But still, I want you to give me a chance. I'm not asking Walter's hound, but Raven, the independent mercenary.
Raven, the independent mercenary, is Walter's hound. I want you to realize that. I guess that's technically what she's trying to avoid, being that reality of saying you're not just someone's hound, you are Raven. And I'm like, well, are the same person technically. Okay.
I was hoping you would take the job, Raven. Thank you.
I'm not taking it because, yeah, I just have to. I have to see all the endings. I have to see them all through. Okay.
Let's get started, Raven.
Indeed.
As always, I'll support you.
Let's.
Carla has taken up command in the reservoir dome in the Xylem's portland. We'll make enemies of both the corporations and overseer by doing this. Please, be careful.
That's right. There's a combat log up here. The only reason I know is because I've seen a guide, because otherwise you'd literally never go up here. There's literally no reason to.
Robocardian apes, out of my way.
That's way too soon.
At least it's supposed to be up here.
The man who captured you was just. It's up to you how you want to deal with him.
I thought it was. Oh no, maybe it's on the. I should just stop the corpse or to. Yeah, no, it's the other one that has that. Goddamn right, it's me again. How dare I?
Nothing stop you, pest. I have won this battle, but I'll win the war.
No, you won't.
V2 snail down. He's withdrawn. Let's keep moving, Raven.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the LC that had the combat log was on the. As if you did this mission on Carla's side, not Air's. Pretty sure anyway. But here we get to go fight Carla now.
The partition's locked us in.
Well, hi, tourist. How much did Archibus pay you? Hate to see you go. Actually, why don't you stay?
I'll handle the partition. You take care of this.
Left-hand ammunition at 50%. At 30%.
Looks like we're clear, Raven.
Okay.
I've unlocked the partition.
Okay. I don't have any like resupply here, I don't think.
Figured you were beyond small tricks. Chatty, fire up the ACs.
Carla. She's in there.
Yep, I don't get any resupply here, so I just have to go in with what I got and hope it's enough to take on both Carla and Chatty.
Let me tell you my motto, tourist. Get your laughs while you can.
Carla has a lot of indirect fire, so I think I want to take her out first.
Worth it.
Whereas like most of Chatty's arsenal is direct fire, so his is pretty easy to avoid.
Chatty, you know what we're dealing with. Pin that tourist down.
Yeah. That's my last. That is my last repair kit.
Walter told me, you know. Looks like you made a friend of your own. But it's good to make a choice.
I may not win this one. May not win this one. Carla's nearly out of the picture. That's Carla done. Alright, Chatty, you and me, buddy.
Chief, she's dead, tourist. You have made a big mistake.
Come on then. Come on then. Get down here and make me regret it. Get down here and make me regret it. You little shit. Oh, Chatty? Tell me I'm making a big mistake and you're sitting up here in the air? You're making this hard on me, hello? I'm making this hard? I'm making this hard, motherfucker. You are making this hard. Making this way harder than it needs to be, Chatty.
Right left-hand ammunition depleted. AP at 30%.
Guess I can't do everything. Chief, I'll handle the rest.
God damn it.
Wait for me.
Okay. Okay. Not being fully repaired and not having all my repair kits is probably what contributed to that loss. That or this build really is just subpar.
We're dealing with. Pin that tourist down.
Roger, Chief. Support him.
Don't let them team up on you.
You know what, Aaron? Nah, I thought I'd just take the double team, you know?
Walter told me, you know. Looks like you made a friend of your own. But it's good to make a choice. Sit on the fence, you make no enemies. Or friends. Is that all you've got? Come on! At least stay for dessert, tourist!
Two repair kits remaining.
It's the music. Chatty. It's all you.
Chief,
God damn it, dude.
she's dead, tourist.
Yep.
You have made a big mistake.
What the fuck was that hiccup? Hold up.
You're making this hard. I can hear the chief laughing. Guess I can't do everything.
Right-hand ammunition at
Guess you won, tourist.
There we go. Second time's the charm.
But the chief never loses.
Oh, you say.
Someone's control center is locked out.
Let me, Chief. I'll take us over the finish line. Inherited privileges. Owner, St. Carla.
That in this timeline, Chatty backed himself up.
Propulsion vector locked.
He backed himself up to maintain control over Asylum.
Locked out.
Okay. Okay. He made it annoying. Got it. You know what I get this time? Mind beta head. Okay. 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 It's about to get scary.
messages.
Okay.
Carla had planned everything. Even her own death.
True. You did?
Just like Walter, they both wanted someone to inherit their legacy. The Rubiconians are continuing to resist the corporations underground, even now.
Yes, they are.
The potential of humanity and Coral isn't the only thing we have to protect. Raven, there has to be something we can do.
Let's find out, shall we? What new thing do I have? Oh, that's right, it's a new head. Destroying the drive block. Let's go.
I'll explain the mission.
I don't remember if this has combat logs or not.
There's only one way left to stop it from colliding and igniting the coral.
I think it does.
We have to take the whole
I think it has a few hidden items too.
The lower drive block is powered by large Skirmian generators distributed throughout the area. If we destroy all the generators and stop the ramjet engine in the upper city sector, then we can crash the Xylem into the Alien Ocean without impacting human life. One more thing. I took the liberty of using your name to rally allies to our aid.
Yeah. Of course you did.
Scorched skies. Raven fights on. No one has shaped Rubicon's destiny as much as you have.
Fair.
Come and see what the name Raven means to them.
Okay. I do actually want to check. Make sure I did get. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Let's go, Raven.
New mission time.
One of our allies should be arriving already.
One of our allies. Y'all ready to see the shit that made me fanboy so hard the first time I saw it? If you watched my first run through of this, you saw this ending already, but yeah, this moment. I come walking out.
It looks like the guest of honor's here. Hey, buddy. I never thought I'd be rubbing shoulders with the liberator of Rubicon.
Hi, Rusty.
Every Rubiconian who heard your cry rose up to fight.
Let's do this, son.
Let's show them there's a future for Rubicon beyond these scorched skies.
This is also one of my favorite songs in the entire soundtrack for Armored Core.
Main system activating combat mode.
V4, Rusty, was the first to offer his help.
Never thought the plan would go so wrong. But it's good teaming up with you again. Couldn't have hoped for a better silver lining.
That's one of the Skirmian generators. One generator destroyed. 3 remaining.
Yeah, I don't think there's any hidden chests here.
You should hear this. Patching you in.
Now, comrades, rout the corporations. We'll show Raven. The Rubiconians will wallow in the ashes no more.
Slogans scrawled in ash were never going to change Rubicon.
Goddamn right.
Alive with flame once more.
Love seeing it. There we go. There we go. Love seeing it. That one's down. I'm fine. I'm fine. Totally fine. Not a problem. Got that shit, Rusty? We gotta move.
That's the machine from grid 086.
Yes, it is.
Looks like we got our work cut out for us. It'll be just like when we climbed the wall. I see the intake's vulnerable. I'll get its attention. You handle the shooting.
There we go. Come on. Once it's staggered.
Right-hand ammunition at 50%. Left-hand ammunition at 50%.
Okay. Let's go.
We've got it now. Finish it off, buddy.
And it's down. Moving on.
Confirmed. Smart cleaner destroyed. Wait. I'm detecting hostiles ahead of the silo. Enemy fleet approaching.
Yep.
Guess Archivist decided to escalate. They must really want us dead.
They do.
Handle the fleet. You've got a mission to finish. I'm counting on you, buddy.
Let's keep up the pace, Raven.
Alright, Rusty. Give him hell.
We're entering the drive block's core. Watch out for ambushes. There's 2 skirmion generators left. Once we shut those down, we need to deal with the ramjet engine. Destroy the generators, head outside.
Sustaining major damage. We're dropping like flies out here.
Target is 1AC. Identification. C4. Rusty. He's supposed to be dead.
Yeah, you thought wrong.
Don't let him get any closer. You're out of luck. There's only one person who can keep up with me.
Goddamn right, Rusty. You are goddamn right.
3 generators destroyed. 1 more to go.
Alright, where's the last one? There you are. There's a lot of you here, isn't there?
Right-hand ammunition at 10%. Left-hand
All
ammunition.
skirmion generators destroyed. Get clear, Raven. The drive block's going to explode.
This is
News, buddy. Something said it's straight
which way
through the
leads
city.
my way out? I don't remember.
Something moved that fast. They must have
That's
finished
right,
work
over
on
here.
Maltese.
Over here, over here.
We need to get outside fast.
What do you think I'm trying to do, Air?
Raven the independent mercenary. You're not the mutt I thought you were.
That machine.
You're below that. You are vermin.
Alright, Snail. So I see you survived. Damn it.
AP at 50%.
Asylum is doomed. Good. Would be most inconvenient to see our hard-won coral go up in smoke. Rabble-rousing the locals. Another inconvenience, but I'll overlook that. No, your crime is that you tried to kill me. Kill Artemis. You are vermin, and I will be rid of you.
You ain't gonna be rid of shit, Snail.
Be careful, Raven. Energy output is ramping up again.
Out of my sight, vermin. That traitor V4. Those dogs at command. And worst of all, you, the rest of Rubicon, who stirred the cinders. Sicken me, all of you. I'll crush you underfoot. I am Archibus.
You ain't shit.
No repair kits remaining.
You're not even the commander of the fucking Vespers. You are the deputy commander. You are V2. You ain't shit.
Critical damage.
We're losing the flagship!
Boy fighters, we need cover!
Knew there'd be more. I'm beat, buddy. Well,
Itchy face. God damn it. Worst time to get a scratch. Worst time to get an itch.
guess I'm not done yet then.
Down you go, Snail.
Archibus.
You ain't shit, Snail. Stay dead this time.
Confirmed. V2 Snail, down.
Sounds like it's over. I just about managed.
So long, Rusty.
Rusty's signal just disappeared. Raven, it seems we've got trouble
Good
ahead.
fighting with you one last time, buddy.
We need to take down the Xylem fast.
FromSoft just can't let me have nice things. Can't let me have anything nice.
Augmented human C4621. Entering standard mode.
Got one last mission here. That is to bring down the Xylem. Y'all ready to see this? Because this shit is wild. Yes, it is.
Now, we just need to destroy the ramjet engines.
Yes, we do.
Let's put an end to this, Raven.
Certainly try.
Welcome home. To Rubicon, the world you saved. We'll also need to prepare for re-entry.
Yeah.
Be ready to escape once we're finished.
It's about to get real. Y'all are ready for this.
Main system activating combat mode.
Raven, that's one of the ramjet engines. Please, destroy the target. Port chamber is silent. Starboard chamber is silent.
Down it goes. Xylem is now gonna crash back into the surface. Which, this ship crashing into the surface of that planet that is also going to cause irreparable damage to the planet. Do you see the size of this thing?
The coral's safe. Rubicon's safe.
Not with this planet coming in. Or this fucking ship coming in to crash down on the surface. But we have more pressing matters to attend to.
621. Is that you?
Look what they did to Walter. Look what they did to my boy. You don't have to do anything, Walter.
Dispose of you.
Walter, put that AC. Picking up a coral response. Watch out.
Operations. Orders. No. My friend's mission. Eliminate all obstacles.
Whatever they did, you're in danger. We have to defend ourselves.
That voice. 621. I see it next to you. Yes. Kindling for the fire.
Raven, we're re-entering Rubicon's atmosphere. There's no time. Hurry!
Damn it, Walter.
When something's alive, it doesn't die easy.
I know, buddy.
Every last cinder. Burn the coral, and our job will be over. You earned all the credits. Until the surgery be normal again.
Raven! Walter! This has to stop!
It won't stop, Air. I want it to stop. I really want it to stop. I don't like that I have to kill Walter. And after what the corpse did to him, he's not intact anymore.
The mission. My friend's wishes. Look at you, 621. You found a friend.
Walter!
That scene never gets any easier. It's such a good scene, but it's just like...
Raven. One day, humanity and Coral will thrive together. You kept our potential safe. I know Walter feared a collapse. But I promise you, there's another way. Raven. We'll find it together.
Sure. All ready for New Game Plus Plus? Bro, every time this game takes it out of me. That ending especially takes a bit out of me. One thing I think I will do real quick here is we are actually going to skip through this because we don't need to sit through the credits for this playthrough. We'll do it on the third playthrough. Air?
Raven, you took on my hopes, my selfish dream.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want to see the future that you choose. Whatever waits ahead,
Okay.
I'll support you.
Okay. New parts.
Registration number RB23. Call sign Raven. Authentication complete. Removing MIA status. Restoring access privileges. This is All Might, the mercenary support system. Welcome back, Raven.
Looks like you passed the authentication. You've got plenty of experience. Should be ready for whatever Rubicon throws at you. I've picked up some work for you already. Take a look, 621.
I do want to take a look and see, make sure I got... Yeah, there wasn't any logs there, but we do have some new parts. This one slows down a little bit. However, I don't think it's quite enough to be significant. I'll deal with part setup here in just a second. I am going to take a quick bathroom break and probably refill my water bottle. And I will be right back. Like 5-10 minutes, chat. Promise. Until then, I'll be right back. All right. Thank you guys so much for your patience there. I really had to go to the bathroom. Water bottles refilled. The bathroom has been used. We are good to get back. Rubicon. I do think we are gonna swap a few things around. I don't think I want an energy weapon there. Oh. Not really the build I want to go with. I do like the double trigger build. I kind of want to have like a reliable melee weapon on hand here as well. Shortfall. I wonder. This pretty greatly increases the EN recharge delay, but yeah, and I pretty much can't use anything other than one of the machine guns. So I want to switch this as well because I think this is going to be slightly lighter EN load as well. That's just barely too little. Okay. Okay. So that causes us to take a pretty big hit to boost speed. Recharge delay goes up. Fly efficiency goes way up. Capacity goes up. Air recharge rate goes up. It also lowers attitude recovery by a little bit. I think this is the one. Is that our... My dogs are at it again. Okay. What's that? That is that. Do we want to start New Game Plus Plus today, or do we want to save that for another day and swap to a different game? What would I even swap to? Hold on. Let me see what anyone else might be doing. Okay. If anyone else is even online. Okay, yeah. It looks like the only other person I could play games with right now is playing Overwatch, and I don't have Overwatch installed currently, so slight problem there. I think Looking through, I don't know if there's anything else that I really want to swap to. There isn't really much I can do that's like a kind of play on stream type game. That maybe like Power Wash Simulator. Everything else is kind of just like, that requires a lot of focus. Which is what I kind of wanted. Yeah, I don't really want to focus too heavily at the moment. So I think so. That's what we're gonna do here. We're gonna, I think, call it for Armored Core today. And then we're gonna switch to a different game. Something that requires a bit less brain power. And I think game I have that does not require anywhere near as much brain power. Honestly, we may just do a little bit of Power Wash Simulator just to sort of pass the time, because the only other game I can really think of would be like, yeah, because I don't have like multiplayer games that I could play that would really. Is there any? Yeah, I think that's what we're just gonna do. I think we're just gonna go do. Actually, hold on. How long would it take for me to install Overwatch right now? Short answer is probably a while. So Overwatch is a stupidly big game, and I'm in the middle of streaming, so my internet might not be too happy with me trying to install a game while streaming. Yeah, I don't even think it's gonna let me try right now. Yeah, I'd have to do it off stream, which I don't feel like doing. So yeah, we're gonna just swap to something silly that I can do in my off time. Okay, so we're gonna swap to Power Wash Simulator. Let's see if OBS will pick up the game at all. I changed my game capture. Today would be nice. Okay, so audio's picking up. Game capture isn't though. Hmm. There's something a little different here then. Da, da. There we go. Finally. Okay. I had. See where we're at. Oh, that's right. There's a shoe house and the skate park. I feel like going with the skate park. Seems our little town is going up in the world. Buckingham Skate Park. I didn't even realize the name of the town. Buckingham. So our next county championships. Ordinarily, I'd leave the sullen types to roll around in their own filth. Is their want. When it's getting in the papers and on TV, we can't have people seeing all that grime and funny writing. So I want you to hit it with everything we got. Okay. All right. Anyone ever explain to you what kind of compound they use for structures such as these? No. Nor do I ask. Game feels louder than I remember it being. Also realizing now that with my controller plugged in, it's still vibrating. Man, this game is just for those who don't have a power washer at home and can't get a job using a power washer, because there are companies that do that. I have tried working for one of them. They turned down my application because I didn't have any experience in the job. I'm like, well, can't advertise a job as entry level and then get mad when people who are entry level with no experience apply for it. Oh, what do I know? There we go. So far, so good. Oh. I realized that it moved my cursor over to the next screen. Why did you do that, game? Okay. Go. Yeah, it had to be closer to get the, or have more pressure anyway to get the other paint off, which, since this is already a painted wall, applying this much enough pressure to get like graffiti off would definitely chip the paint underneath. Like, not a doubt in my mind that's what would happen. This isn't Minecraft, so this is like, it's not pre-colored concrete. This is painted after it's already gone up. Okay. There we are. Keep forgetting what day of the week it is today. Today is what? Tuesday? Wednesday? Wednesday, I think. Yeah, today is Wednesday. Okay. I keep forgetting to like refill my pill container for my meds, so that's what I normally use to keep track of what day of the week it is. And I keep forgetting to refill it. Yeah, I've just been taking my pills, my meds out of the bottles. It's not great for memorizing things and trying to figure out where everything is and everything goes. Or for remembering what day of the week it is, if that's how you memorize that. I think today's Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. It is Wednesday, my dudes. I'll always forget what day of the week it is. Yeah. Someday I long for a day where the day of the week will no longer matter to me. That day is not today. But one day I long for that. Maybe someday I shall have it. But that is not today. That's right. I forgot this is pretty much all there is left to this side of it. It's just really the top. There we go. Railing's almost clean too. Okay. What about the gate? Okay. Gate is clean. What about this top railing? Yeah. Is it just me or is this game kind of loud? I'm hoping it's just me. Hoping I'm not deafening you guys. Yeah, games like this just make me realize how much I just want shit to be simpler. I just want to have fun and relax. and not live a rough life of trying to figure shit out. I want comfort, damn it. I don't want to have to pull myself up by my bootstraps. Will I get that? Probably not. Will it stop me from trying? Nah. Nah, it won't. It'll never stop me from trying, but we're just gonna work with it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. I'll pop inside. I'm literally falling asleep right now because I'm on 3 hours of sleep. Holy cow, I'm on phone modified. It's lagging. Anyway, good night, 60. Good night, potato. Get some sleep. You should be sleeping more than 3 hours a night. But rest well. You should especially be resting getting more than 3 hours of sleep a night. You're in school. You need sleep. I had an exam. That's no excuse. Go bench. I slept at 1 and woke up at 4. What are you doing awake then? Go bed. Go bed. Right now. Sleep well. If I'm not still streaming by the time you get up, I'll be streaming tomorrow. But go bed. Trying to finish it. Bruh. Good night. Good night. You see, people? This is why you get proper rest. Because otherwise, you lose your mind. I am also an example of that. I lose my mind all the fucking time. Because I don't get proper rest a lot of the time. I can't remember the last time I've actually slept entirely through the night. Or actually had like... I can get like... decent rest. But nowhere near what I would consider ideal. I haven't been able to do that for years. I think that's just a sign of me getting old. I can't stay up as late as I used to. I don't know how Kame does it. I don't know how Kame could like... I think it's because Kame like adjusted her sleep schedule to being up later. And even then, I don't get how she does it. I keep pressing the wrong damn keys. Okay. So far, this wall is good. So, railing's good, that wall's good. That's one thing I do like about this game is I can just go brain dead on it. I don't have to think. I just clean. No thoughts. Head empty. I'm getting a little sniffly. Now I don't think it's allergies anymore. I think I'm just getting sick. Which is annoying. Because when I get sick, it's one of two things. It is either debilitating for like 2 days and then it's nothing. Or it's minor symptoms that last for way longer than they should. And I'm at a point where I think it's minor symptoms that are going to last way longer than they should. I think that's the point where I'm at. Which is annoying. It is very, very annoying. Okay. I hear the dog. He's once again whining at my door like he wants to be in here. And he and I both know that he really doesn't. And at the moment I let him in, he's gonna be sitting there looking at me waiting to go back out. Freaking animals. He is not smart. Honestly, neither of my dogs are really that smart. I love them. They are fucking stupid. One thing that does, like, make me wonder how the game justifies it is, like, because yes, cleaning things off with a power washer like this, or with a pressure washer like this, is very satisfying. But the other part of it too is like, all this water and dirt has to go somewhere. So like, in an area like this, there should be like pools of dirty water all over the ground that I have to like push out of here. But I guess they don't want to take it that far. I can't say I blame them. Not a lot of people would find that very fun. And the ones who would are weird, like me. Go. Okay. So I hope everyone's having a good day. No, Potato just went to bed after staying up way too late. And then waking up way too early. Which, honestly, I know that feeling. Been there, done that. Not gonna stop me from telling her to go to sleep, though. This is just... It's not very often I get to just turn my brain off. Which I like doing from time to time. It's nice to do. Not have to think too much. Being alone with my thoughts is one of my least favorite things. Because then I break down into an existential crisis, and nobody likes those. I do remember it was one time many years ago. I think I would have still been in high school, and I ended up in a whole theological debate with someone who was a friend of mine at the time, because it got to like late night hours and we started getting existential and shit. And then he started it basically just went into like the whole nature of why are you here, what are we doing, all that fun stuff. And yeah, he was very religious, right? So for him, it was a matter of, you know, the reason, you know, we exist and we live because God put us here for a reason, and it's not our place to figure that out, yada yada yada. And my rebuttal to him was, if we weren't meant to know, even by God's standards, why would he give us the capability to understand in that capacity? Why, if we weren't meant to know and understand, why would our brains be capable of understanding whatever is around us and whatever is present in the world? And that sort of thing is why I turn brain off sometimes, because if I think like things like that all day, every day, I might just drive myself crazy. Right? Like, I've had enough existential crisis to last me a lifetime, and I'm still in my 20s. I don't need any more. Okay, yeah. This is what I needed. Get rid of the graffiti. Okay, yeah, this game is hooked up to my controller, but I unplugged my controller, so it's fine now. I can still hear my dog outside the door. He's also, they are all both my dogs are very, very stupid. It does help, like, the older of the two, who's also smaller, he isn't just stupid, he is very stubborn and stupid at the same time. It's like, one thing, they're not allowed in the kitchen, right? So I'll tell him to get out of the kitchen, and I'll go back to whatever it was I was doing while I was in there. And then when I have my back turned to him, he'll like try and sneak in, like I can't see him. Like, because I'm not looking at him, suddenly he's invisible, even though I can still hear him. I'm like, dude, I hear you, get out of the kitchen. And it becomes like a constant fight of where I end up, like, it's at least 10 to 15 times a day of me telling him to stay out of the kitchen. And we can't really put like a gate up to keep him out of the kitchen, because with the way that it's set up, there's no real place to actually put one. Because like right at the entrance to the kitchen, there's a big ass cupboard. We can't really put like a gate right up on a cupboard. Or like even where we would be able to put it, it's right next to where the cupboard opens. So there would still be something for him to get into. So essentially, we don't really have a way to keep him out of the kitchen, which is annoying, because I very much would like to be in a situation where I don't have to yell at him every 15 minutes to get out of the kitchen. I think that would be a very, very nice thing for me. Is that going to happen? Probably not anytime soon. Family can't exactly afford to move out of this place. So whatever this has, we're kind of stuck with it for the time being. I do wish that to this day, I wish that I could afford my own place, and had I made smarter choices when I was younger, I probably could. Probably could be on my own by now. And honestly, if I made smarter actually smart choices now, I'd probably also be able to figure something out. But at the same time, sorry, right? A lot of, what I want to do, right, takes up a lot of time. Like streaming. I love streaming. But just streaming, any day that I do stream, especially if I have a longer stream that day, it can be anywhere from like even shorter streams, it could be anywhere from like 2 to 6 hours on average of the day used up by streaming. That's a lot of time that could be spent doing other things. And a lot of people would try and tell me, hey, if you want your situation to change financially, use that time doing other things, which is true. I could spend 2 to 6 hours doing something else and make more money. However, I want to do things that actually make me happy, things I actually enjoy doing. And streaming just so happens to be one of those things. So here I am doing this because I think it's fun. And because I enjoy it. And if even like one person shows up and also enjoys my streams, I think that's for me, that's kind of successful. Maybe not monetarily successful, because I can't really stream full time. I can't afford to, as much as I would love to. It's not feasible. So if I could afford to do this full time, I would, without question, do this full time. Maybe it would fucking help if I could, breathe properly. And maybe I'd actually be able to, take care of my health a bit better. Because I'd be able to, not spend so much time having to live that grind. But here we are. Like, I do get sponsorship offers, mostly through Stream Elements, where I'll get sponsorship offers, but like, a lot of them are based around, bringing new players to a game. And I'll tell you right now, a lot of them are games I wouldn't normally play, which is something I don't like doing, right? I don't like having to endorse something I normally wouldn't use. But I also like, and even then, if it's like the sponsorship based off of like, okay, bring in X amount of people to play said game, and you'll get X amount of money for each person you bring in. Well, if I don't bring in anyone, then I get nothing. right? If I don't have any new players that start playing using like my affiliate code or whatever it is they give me, and I bring in no new players, I don't get anything from them, right? Like, what's that really incentivizing for me? Is it's incentivizing me to, you know, try to hook it. And a lot of those, again, like doing sponsorships like that really only work if I have a big audience. And I generally don't end up with a very big audience. I generally end up like streaming to a smaller crowd anyway. Like, I think to this day, the only reason I've had like my largest audience being like 30 something was because at one point I got raided by somebody who had like 30 people watching. I have yet to reach that again, and I don't know if I will reach that in any advanced stretch of time. I would like to. I would like to be in a position where I could just have people consistently show up like that and have like that consistent support. But, you know, we take what we can get. And at the end of the day, I'm still having fun. I have a few people who are very, very consistent with supporting me. I have people like, you know, Potato, Savvy, Friendly. I have a few of my friends who will still show up and consistently show their support. So I'm very grateful for what I do have already. Obviously, you know, everyone would like growth, but growth happens at the rate that it happens. Not everyone's gonna blow up overnight. Not everyone's gonna skyrocket to the front of everything. You know, some people, and a lot of it is like also playing things that, doing things that, you know, people are already looking to see. And I don't know that I really do that all that much, right? Like, I don't know that I really do anything that would like be all that groundbreaking to bring someone in, to bring in a bunch of new people. And I'm honestly kind of okay with that, because like I don't want to be just chasing trends for the sake of chasing trends. I want to be doing things that like I find fun at the end of the day. And, you know, sometimes I'll get lucky and have that happen. Sometimes I won't. And I kind of just have to live with that, you know? You know, is it necessarily like the best? No. Is it like, you know, the you know, it's not really like the best way of doing things, especially if you want like substantial growth. It's not the best way of, you know, making, you know, turning this into a career. But at the same time, you know, I don't really want to get like boxed into like any one thing in particular. Because like I could really like, it probably doesn't help that like there really isn't that many people in my life outside of like who I interact with online. Like, nobody I know, there's not a single person I know in real life who, like, in person, that I know or that's involved in my life, like, in person. Not a single one of them knows I stream. And honestly, the reason why I don't really tell them is because I know my family, and they're very much like the type of people of, why would you do it if you're not making money off of it, you know? Like, if you're not making money off of it, you should stop doing it then. And I'm like, as much as that is true, I'm not really making money off of it, so a lot of people don't understand why I would do it. I'm having fun with it. and doing things for the sake of doing them isn't something that they really understand. That, and also I know that they would dox the shit out of me. Like, without even trying, they would dox the shit out of me. And it would be very, very annoying for me to have to deal with that. So, even if I were to somehow start making money off of it, and like, turn it around to be, which would cause them to like, probably do a complete 180 to turn around and be supportive, they would want to be more and more involved with it and end up doxing me, and then I would not be having a good time. But you know, you live with what you get, and there's not much you can do about it otherwise. Point is, I'm trying my best. And I like to think that it's working for me. Yeah. That's what I like to think. There isn't exactly a bunch of hee hee ha ha moments going on in the stream, is there? I think that's like really super like peak comedy type shit. Which I noticed like doesn't really seem to be like the brand of things that I end up doing on Twitch anyway. Right? Because I noticed like the number of like super easily clipped things that I have is fairly low. Which I mean probably like it doesn't help that like the majority of things that I do are like single player games or like single person interactions, so like, you know, there's that unpredictable element of something else that could show up or anything like that, where like anything that's like comedy wise has to be like fed in either by like chat or by the game itself, which isn't always reliable. Yeah, there's a limit to the type of comedy that I'm able to make, right? Like there's a limit to it's unfortunately my creativity isn't unlimited as much as I would like to believe it is, or as much as I would like it to be unlimited. It isn't, which is sad. It is a little sad that my creativity is not unlimited, because if it was, I feel like I would be probably a lot better off in life, or at the very least a lot happier. Maybe not necessarily better off, but at least happier than what I am now. And I am trying to work on being, you know, happy with my life, and it honestly isn't. It's never going to be the easiest thing, and that's something that I think a lot of people could really benefit from knowing, is that being happy with your life is not an easy thing. It's not a guarantee. But like working yourself to a point where working on shit to a point where you can be happy with your life is a very nice thing, and it's a very nice feeling. It's just a matter of getting to that point, and I hope I'll get there eventually. I hope I'll get there at some point. I don't know if I will or when I will, but I certainly hope I can. And I certainly hope that at the very least some of you who are here now will be able to see it when I get to that point. And I don't know when it's gonna be or how long it's gonna take. Because like there are some people who I see on a fairly regular basis, right? Because I interacted with a few different streamers. And some of them have been doing it for years and only recently started getting like a fuck ton of support. Like my good friend Rainmew. She has been streaming for about 3 years now. She said she started in 2020. And only recently has she started like consistently getting, you know, like within the last year started getting, you know, double-digit viewers, being able to have longer viewer retention, and, you know, being able to keep an audience, have very generous donations and things like that. And she's said herself that's a very recent thing for her, like within the last year or so. And then you have like Soma's also been streaming for a little bit too. I don't know if it's, I don't think it's been that much longer. Same with Dex, they've both been streaming for a little bit. And Rai, that motherfucker, well, he also streams super late. So like anytime that he's streaming, which I may try streaming later in the day now, just to see how it plays out. Just try night streams, because with the people who do night stream, right, like streaming during the day, there's a lot of people who stream around this time. So anytime I'm like putting into stream, I am like competing with whoever else is streaming at that time. So I may try like making doing later streams at some point. I do know like probably like Friendly's would hate that quite a bit, because, you know, living in the UK, if I'm streaming at like 9 p.m. my time, he's like 8 hours ahead of me. So that's gonna be like literally probably around the time he's supposed to be asleep and I'm starting stream, and he's gonna be very angry at me. But at the same time, like, you know, streaming later, there's a lot of like people that I talk to who are like, the only reason I can't catch your streams is because you stream so early for me. And they're like, I literally, by the time you're ending stream is like the time I'm starting to wake up. And so I'm like, huh, well, maybe I should try streaming later. So I might try to experiment next week with some later streams, just to see how that plays out. And then we will see how that works. And if it works well, then awesome. And if it doesn't work well, then we will go from there. But yeah, so we'll see how that works out for me. I do kind of want to try it out just to see how it plays out. Because who knows, maybe it will help, right? Maybe it will help with getting more people to come in and watch. Maybe it will help with that, and maybe it won't. Maybe this is just wishful thinking and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Who knows? Only one way to find out, right? You know, you miss, what is it? Who was it who said that? You know, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Something like that. And how the heck do you make a slip out of concrete? Well, you see, the thing that they do is I have seen this happen, is they literally put up a mold, right? And they literally just put up a mold in the shape that they want to make. And then once they put up the mold in the shapes that they want to make, that's when they start filling in the concrete, and then they go layer by layer until they get what they wanted. It is a process and a half to get something like this to come up. My poor neglected dog. He doesn't like that I'm leaving him out of my room and ignoring him and not letting him come in. But he's really not going to do anything except sit on my bed and stare at me for a little bit and then try to immediately try to get out of the room. That's literally all he's going to do. I know him too well. That is 100% his MO. That is exactly what he will do. Little bastard. He acts like I don't know, I don't know him. He acts like I didn't raise him. He's literally been like that for as long as I've had him, which has been literally most of his life. I don't know if my niece is trying to take naps. I'll just let him in. You're so neglected. I know. I just neglect you all the time. God damn it. Hang on a second, guys. Gotta. Yeah, the congestion is like way back in my nostrils to the point where like I can't even really like blow it out. I tried. So I do think it really is just me getting sick then. Because otherwise I'd be able to get that shit like right out of my nose. And yet here I am. Suffering. I know there's probably like some method to like really getting it out. And it may also be like, because I currently don't have the heater on in my room, because at the same time, actually I might try turning it on. It may just be that it's like, it's too cold so the shit's all clumped together. Okay, my heater is actually on. I had to be sure, because it's hard to tell sometimes. I know my heater like will occasionally just straight up turn off on. I won't really know why, but it will. What are we thinking, chat? We're thinking probably like, I don't know if I like this game. I like turning my brain off and not thinking. I think we've already played this for longer than we played Armored Core. Or quite a bit longer than we played Armored Core, actually. What do you think? After this, try and find something else? Maybe give Pokemon another try, because Jesus Christ, did I just fucking lose last time. I do think Armored Core kind of like deserves its, at least the New Game Plus Plus deserves like its own chance to have the spotlight on its own stream, rather than just have the start on honestly, we could go back to Armored Core for a little bit until we hit like one of the first variant missions, and then once we hit like a variant mission, we can call it for Armored Core there. Or at least a variant that we haven't seen yet, which I don't know that we will come across any of those anytime soon. You know what? No, I think it is just a safer bet to like save that for like next week or something. I think saving it for next week is probably like the safer bet. So I think that's what we're gonna do. Maybe that'll be like the first time we try a later stream, is playing Armored Core a bit more. You know, when the people at least who normally would watch my streams are like actually free to watch my streams, are like either awake for it or like, you know, not doing something else. It's like, I know Rai especially likes to lurk in people's streams a lot of the time, but he can't really lurk in my streams because I stream specifically while he is at work. So with him being at work, he can't really come in and watch the stream. So I do think like tomorrow we're gonna try a later stream. Or not tomorrow. We're gonna stick to the schedule this week. And then like next week we'll try something later. We'll try streaming later in the day. So I remember why I switched to the, oh no, I do remember why I switched to the early times. I switched to the early times because it was during the summer, because my house doesn't have AC, and I was hit a massive heat wave. So doing it early in the day was like the only way that I could like really beat that heat and, you know, not cook myself alive. And even then, I still cooked myself alive. Oh, streaming in the summer here is miserable. Winter should be fine though. Winter should actually be a lot better. I just have to be mindful if I stream later of the fact that like people are probably going to be asleep in the house. But at the same time, right, you know, like people will have an easier time tuning in because, you know, it'll be like everything's done by that point. And yeah, those who already have like destroyed sleeping schedules, which are a surprising number of them. Like a surprising number of you have destroyed sleeping schedules. Yeah, yeah, I think that's what we're gonna try next week. I think next week we are gonna experiment with like later stream, just to see how it plays out for me. Because if it works, awesome. If it doesn't, well, I tried, right? Does that make sense for everyone else in chat, or am I just talking out my ass here? I don't know if that makes sense for anyone besides me. I imagine it does. I imagine there's at least one of you who's sitting there in silence agreeing with me. Okay. Yeah. I have to really think about like what I'm doing on weekends. Cause I have a few different things I need to do. And to like really, really consider my plans are. I hate, and this shit is why I hate being an adult. I hate being an adult. I want to just be able to like sit around, eat pizza rolls, and like not worry about anything. I miss being, that's literally that's one of the things I miss about being a teenager. Like, zero responsibilities, zero bills, working body, right? Like, having a functioning spine. Can you imagine that? Like, a point where Styx had a working body, no responsibilities, and more money than he knew what to do with at the time, right? Because like my first job that I had before I got into the army, right, I made like $9 an hour, right? And I worked like 15 or so hours a week, right? A lot of times not even that. Like there were some days where like I worked, actually I was probably closer to 20 hours a week that I worked in high school. And even then, I didn't always work like a full 20 hours, right? Sometimes, actually, no, I did work a lot of times more than 20 hours because they had me working weekends because I was a high school student. I obviously was free on weekends. But I like that 9-something an hour, like 20 hours a week, was way more than I knew what to do with as a high school student with like zero bills and responsibilities. Like the most I had to pay for was car insurance and gas. And even then, the place I worked was literally like a 2-minute drive from my house, right? And there's even times where like because my car did not always work properly because it was a really cheap car. I got it used. It was a 94 Toyota Tercel. If for those of you who knew, you know, but the car was older than me is basically the point that I'm trying to make. And yeah, it there was a point where it just outright died on me. And so I started riding a bike to work. And even then, riding a bike to work, I still got there in like 5-10 minutes ish. Riding a bike in. The only downside was like if I closed, it got really dark at night and I couldn't ride my bike home. So I would have to get a ride home, which is annoying. But yeah, so I would like. So when I had like zero responsibilities, making $9 an hour, working like 20 or so hours a week, the majority of that money was able to go into a savings account, and I just had way more money than I knew what to deal with, which, mind you, it wasn't even really that much. It was like $1,000. So like getting $1,000 like all at once seems like a decent chunk of money, right? Like 1,000 all at once is a fairly decent chunk of money, but having $1,000 total to your name is not really that much money. And that's like what I had. That's like what I had. The most I had at any given time was like 1,000 or so. And it, mind you, when you have no bills, $1,000 can last a really long time. Like the most expensive thing that I wanted in high school was like an Xbox One, and by the time I bought one, they were like $300. So I spent like next to nothing on it. It was able to almost immediately bring my savings back up to 1,000 again. Whereas now, I have bills, and I spend like, yeah, and like with all my bills, if I had to live off of how much I made at that time, currently, I wouldn't be able to. But, you know, I wish I was able to do that. I wish there was a point where, like, I could actually live off of $9 an hour, working like 20-30 hours a week. I'd love life at that point. If I can have my own place doing that, I'd be happy. I could die happy doing that. Either that or someone super rich ends up in my chat and decides, you know what, we're gonna donate a fuck ton of money to this guy, and basically becomes like, well, it's hard to say if they'd be man or woman, so I guess glucose guardian is the gender neutral term. It's gender neutral term for sugar mama or sugar daddy. And that's like, honestly, I don't even know that like I'd be like a freaking trophy husband or anything like that. I'm very out of shape with a lot of physical health problems, so I don't even know that like it's really worth it for anyone to like really take that much of an interest in my finances or in my financial care. So I guess I do kind of have to figure shit out for myself, which I would like to do. At some point I might be able to do it. I just know that like I'm not a fan of like having roommates, because I've been there, done that. Like at least with family I don't have to worry about it too much. You know, like they're not going to be like super insufferable a lot of the time. Well, they can be super insufferable a lot of the time, but like they're more willing to kind of just, they're people I'm like used to dealing with, and are kind of just willing to let me just do my thing and not really, you know, try and get shit out of me. Whereas like meeting complete strangers for like the sole purpose of having them become, I was just checking to see if my dog was sitting in front of the heater. He has a habit of doing that. Like, complete strangers to have like meeting complete strangers to have them become your roommate, to me, is fucking wild. Right? I could not imagine living with somebody I didn't already personally know. That to me is wild. And to this day, I don't know that I will be able to ever actually comprehend that. But here we are. You know, I'm making it work. I know, like, I had a job that I left, but like, I really could not stand working there anymore. So I'm not gonna name the company, right? Because, you know, that would be honestly in pretty poor taste. But it was in property management. I worked for a storage company. And of course, they had like a few of their regular rules, right? Which, like, one of the things that they had, right, was like saying, hey, if you store your stuff here, you store at your own risk. You have to have insurance. You have to have X, Y, Z. Because basically their whole thing was, we insure the building. We don't insure the contents, so we don't insure your stuff that goes in, right? Which one would think, okay, yeah, no, that makes sense, right? Because, you know, if you put, like, if you rent an apartments, the complex isn't going to insure your shit, right? They're going to tell you to have renter's insurance. So that was kind of a similar deal. But if there was something that we knew was a problem on the property that was going to cause damage to somebody's stuff, we weren't allowed to say anything about it. Like, one of our properties at one point was infested, and I mean infested, with rats. Like, they were everywhere, and they did all sorts of damage to everything, and we couldn't tell anyone that there were rats on the property. We couldn't tell anyone about it. Like, we couldn't have people come down and check their stuff to see if the rats got into their unit. We couldn't tell people who were coming to move in that, oh yeah, by the way, you know, we have a rodent problem that we're working on fixing. You know, we're trying to, you know, have Terminex regularly come out and take care of it. But, you know, it's a process. We weren't allowed to do any of that. So whenever there were rodents at a property, it just stood there for hours, right? It stood there for months. There was one property when I first started working there, right, that had rodents when I first got there. And I was working there for, it was well into my second year of working with that company before they finally cleared out the rodents on that property. For 2 years, they had rodents, and they had rodents for like a year before that. They had rodents in there, and we're still getting like rodent problems. Where I got to a point where they're like, hey, don't rent units in this building, this building, and this building to people until we can get rid of the rodents. And yeah, having to constantly do that and take the fall because the company doesn't want us telling people about any potential problems that may happen, no matter what happens. You know, like, we had to tell them, you know, hey, we had to, you know, you store at your own risk, yada yada yada. You know, I love a filthy sidecar. You can fit us in. Oh, you know about concrete is likes to be as flat as possible. Yeah. Shut up, guys. Some of the things that come up in this game are weird. But yeah, essentially, pretty much, no matter what I did with that company, it made me feel like a scumbag. Because even if I knew there were problems, I wasn't allowed to tell anyone about those problems. They had to figure it out themselves. And I couldn't explain to them, like, yeah, this is a problem, this is a problem, this is a problem. You know, you kind of need to have that, like, I feel like that clarity should be there, because, you know, the clearer we are with people about those problems and saying, like, hey, this is a problem here, especially, you know, when people are putting their shit into these spaces and we can't do anything about it until that space is clear, until somebody like opens it to look at it. Telling them, hey, we need you to come check out your space. We had somebody report that they saw rodents on the property. We need you to come check out your space to see if there had been rodents in your unit. Right? Because as someone who has like lived in places that have had active infestations of like any kind, be it bugs or rats or whatever have you, they have to be able to, you know, whoever's supposed to deal with the issue, if they can't get in, nothing is getting done. Excuse me. So like, if your exterminator can't get into whatever place it is, and if that's where the infestation is coming from, if they can't get in there to do anything, they're not going to do anything, right? Because that's just going to be a problem. It's just going to stay because they can't get in to fix it, right? The rodents are just going to stick around. They're going to cause more problems, and then they're going to spread because we don't know where all they are. And yeah, so it was things like that, right? Like, and they were only paying like 19 an hour for us to deal with all that, to rent new spaces, to be collections, to be security for the property, right? Like, we had literally everything that was on the property. We had to do it all. And I was one of the highest paid employees without getting any like extra bonuses or added incentives to their hourly rate. And I was one of the highest paid employees, getting $19.25 an hour. Right? To do all of that, and most people were getting like 18 an hour, it isn't worth it. And people started dropping there like flies, myself included. And honestly, I don't care that it led to me, you know, currently, like, as of right now, because there's a lot of other places that aren't really getting back to me for full-time employment, right? Or actually part-time, I guess is a better term, because I'm looking for part-time because I want to spend more time streaming. I've taken to just like delivering for Uber Eats. Mind you, it's also like, the money's there, and depending on what times you deliver, you can make a decent amount of money off of it. The thing is just choosing the times, right? And usually it's like mid to late, like, so like some, like, obviously Friday evenings and Fridays and Saturday evenings are big money on that. But yeah, like just doing that, so I have some form of income coming in, because there's a lot of places that aren't getting back to me. Even just doing that, I feel significantly better about, you know, the things that I do professionally, as opposed to what that company was having me do. I also love how, like, I've gotten this much of the spark clean at this point, and I've very, very rarely commented on the actual gameplay itself. It has just been me talking, which I guess is kind of what streaming a game like this is for, right? It's less that, you know, you guys are here for the riveting gameplay as much as it is there. You know, you guys are at this point here just to hear me ramble off over the game itself. This is definitely like a Subway Surfer fucking type shit, right? Where this is what you guys are seeing on screen over the fucking Reddit stories. Oh man, yeah, I feel, honestly, like I feel better being in a bit more control of what I spend my time on, how much time I'm spending on things, etc., etc. Right, being able to like have something that works around me and not the other way around. That is one thing that I dislike about a lot of companies, and that I think a lot of companies don't like about, because I've become less and less like willing to bullshit people as time has gone on, to where I'm like, it's not worth it for me to like, you know, take the time to like try and talk myself up to make myself seem like I'm a better fit. It's like, no, I'm done doing shit I don't like, or companies I don't want to work for. It's either you work with me and work around, you know, and help me set things up to work around my life, because I'm not making my life revolve around your company. That's not my responsibility. Especially like if I'm working for like a corporation and I'm saying like, this is corporate, right? Corporate doesn't care about what you're doing here as middle management. It's either, you know, at this point, this job will work around me, or I will not work this job. And that's kind of where I'm at with a lot of things in life. I just don't have the energy to really bullshit people anymore. Maybe someday I'll be able to get to that point. Not today, but someday. I'll have to check. You know what? That's actually one thing I do want to check with Kambe is like, is try to schedule in time with Kambe again to give the Soul Link another try, because that was fun. It just sucks that, you know, her computer decided to cut us off short. I do want to try that again, because that was a lot of fun. And we can also just be silly on stream. Yeah, okay. Here we go. I do miss, yeah, I think that's gonna be what I'll do next. But yeah, I do want to try and I'll try streaming later. And like, I honestly, like, as much as I did enjoy like Lords of the Fallen, I don't even know if I'm gonna play that tomorrow. Because like, I spent so long away from the game that I feel like going back to it would be a hassle. Like, part of me just doesn't want to go back to it. I know I have it scheduled there. I don't really have like any other games that I would be playing instead. But I don't know, something about the game just isn't all that interesting to me anymore. It was an interesting concept at the start, I really was enjoying it at first, but like now looking at the game in my library, I'm like, oh, that's right, I have that I still have to play. Right, because like what I've seen, or what like the experience I've had so far, right, is it feels like less of a challenge, right? Like it feels like the challenge isn't like, you know, in part of like the actual like, because like a lot of the mechanics make the game a lot easier, like the whole idea of like having your second you know, having the second death in Umbral, and then if you die in Umbral is when you go back to a respawn point, right? Is having that mechanic makes me a lot, like makes it much easier to make like more confident and like reckless gameplay choices, because you know you have that second shot of surviving, right? And then you can still survive in Umbral, and that, but doing that, like, and all these other things, right, is like, it feels like they have to almost like artificially like inflate the difficulty of the game, right, by just like not only like throwing more enemies at you, but stronger enemies at you. Like they'll toss a boss at you, and then like in the next area, that's now a basic enemy, right? And by doing that, you know, it's like that's a type of like difficulty scaling that to me just doesn't feel like, in some ways, yes, like making basic enemies stronger, I understand, but like taking a boss and turning them into a basic enemy, to me, that doesn't feel right. That doesn't feel like a good design choice for me. But maybe that's just me. Like, I feel like bosses should be unique. Like, a boss should be a boss, right? And that should be the end of it. But turning a boss into a basic enemy, like right after you beat them, I feel like is a bit of a cop-out. And I know, like, there are some games that I actually enjoyed that have done this. Like, Metal Gear Rising. Metal Gear Rising did that a lot. There were a lot of times where, like, you would beat a boss, and then that boss would, like, in the very next mission would be a basic enemy. There were some bosses that were just straight up bosses and would only ever be a boss enemy, but they did have some bosses that, like, in their very next mission, like in the very next mission you played, were basic enemies. And that to me is you know, that's like one of my gripes that I had with that game. The game itself doesn't even really seem to take it seriously for Metal Gear Rising though, so I mean I can't really blame them too much for it. You know, if the game doesn't even take itself seriously, right, then like, what's the point of you taking some things about the game seriously? You know, if something can't take itself seriously, you shouldn't take it seriously either. Yeah, I do think that's what I'm going to try next week. I do think I'm going to try for later streams, just to like really give me a bit more time throughout the day to do other things. and also potentially just have more people able to come and interact with, you know, streaming at later times, having fewer people vying for their attention, you know. It'll probably be that, and also like it'll probably be a couple weeks before I try a 12-hour stream again. And I'll probably try to have some other game up and not leave the gate with Armored Core. I may check to see like if there's another game that'll come up that I want to try out, and then like see if I can play that for 12 hours, or just do something else for 12 hours, because 12-hour streams are a lot. They are a lot, and they will take a lot out of me. I know that for a fact. Ugh. My body is not happy with me right now. It's telling me to get my shit together. Telling me if I don't figure it out, it's gonna go on strike. And it's already gone on strike. I think that's kind of what I'm gonna end up doing. We're gonna try that. We're gonna try for later streams and see how that plays out. God damn, we have been streaming this game for longer than we streamed Armored Core. I don't think there's really anything wrong with that. Armored Core takes a lot out of me. It's a very fun game, but it takes a lot out of me. You know. I do think we'll save Armored Core for next week after this. Okay, we're getting there. This is starting to look like something that's actually clean. I'd love to see it. This is actually starting to look presentable. Here we go. Okay. And the quarter pipe here. I feel like this has been a very eventful conversation. Even if we haven't really done anything of value today, it feels like I've covered a lot on topics. Actually, I do have an idea of what I might start trying to do next week. I have an idea. You guys are gonna have to bear with me on it. But I have an idea. Oh. First things first, I'm gonna get something for my fucking sinuses because these are killing me. I think first things first, we're also gonna finish this map and then probably call it a stream. And call it a day from there. Let's see, what time is it currently? It's 2:36. Yeah. We've been at this for a while. And I mean a while. It's been a long while that we've been at this. Go. Go. Now we clean the stairs. Okay. Okay. What are the stairs? Part of these stairs is dirty. Like there. There's like some small minute part of them that is still dirty. There they are. There we go. We are. Go. Alright. We're getting there. We're getting there, guys. This is gonna take probably a lot longer than I originally thought it was going to. Which I don't know why I'm surprised it's taking this long. It's an entire fucking skate park, right? Honestly, this is still probably going faster than it would in real life. Right? Real life, this would be like an all-day job. Real life. And it does look like I entirely came here with my own water. Which, if you were to come here with your own water, that's a lot of money. Right, that's a lot of water to bring around, and that would cost these guys a lot of money. Because either way, you're paying for the water. Either they're using your water, or they're bringing water and you're paying for them to bring water. Okay. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. Fun box. What the fuck? Why is this? Is this what this is actually called as a fun box? I've never actually been to a skate park, so I don't know what these things are called. I'm not a skater. I don't know. But I feel like this would not be called a fun box. Maybe I'm wrong. If anyone else around here is actually like normally a skater and knows differently, go ahead and just let me know. But yeah, I feel like that's not actually called the fun box. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. Hold up. Oh, shit. Okay. Give me just a second, guys. My brother was going to go pick up his girlfriend from the nail salon, and he was going to borrow her mom's car. But mom is currently not at the house. I'm the only one at home with a car that he can drive. And I was in here. And he apparently had texted me. I didn't, like 30 minutes ago. I didn't see the text until just now. And he tried knocking on my door. But I couldn't hear him because of the headphones. So yeah, it's honestly pretty lucky that I saw the second text that he sent after that. But I almost missed that one too. Okay, well, that's the fun box cleaned. How about the rail? How's the rail looking? Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Corner ramp. Alright. Ugh. My body is not happy with me. Well, it can stay bad. Then take the fattest of L's. May your L's be many, and your bitches few. Oh man. No. Okay. Then after cleaning those benches, it's just the floors then. I'm gonna put this somewhere where it's not gonna be in the way. Okay. And imagine how long this has to go without being, like, not just like without any rain, but without anyone coming in to do any form of cleaning for it to get this bad. Like, cause some of this shit is like caked on. Right, and if it's like an active skate park, I doubt there's gonna be anyone who's gonna let an active skate park go dirty, right? Somebody's gonna come by to clean it. Cause like fucking skaters are not animals, right? They're not going to just want to live in their own filth. All right, like that's not a thing. Ugh. Fucking nose. Maybe I'll end up after stream just sitting in a hot shower and letting fucking steam break that up. That's a pain. What the hell? What's happening here? What is Battle.net doing? Like, it pulled me out of the game to say, oh, security check. What do you mean security check? Fuck off. Fucking Blizzard. Even before being bought out by Activision, they, I guess cleaning from this side anymore is, probably not the smartest idea. I can do all the cleaning from the other side now. Right, this is what's left. So this is going to be stubby. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Once this bench is clean, then it's just the ground, and then once the ground is clean, it's this mission over, and then we will end stream for today. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. We're getting there, boys. We're getting there. Almost. Oh, so close. That victory lap. Part of the bench is still dirty. It really is like right in places I can't reach. Hang on a sec. Ugh. I don't know what it is. Something about this game just never sits right with my body. Hang on a sec, guys. I never unmuted. God damn it. Well, you guys missed like a good 5 minutes of me talking, but I'm gonna end here. I don't know what it is about this game, but this game, something about this game just gives me motion sickness. So I'm gonna quit out here. I'm gonna call it a day, and I will catch y'all tomorrow. 6 out.